Hey guys, Nathan here with the Fast Lane Car, Fast Lane Truck, TFL Off-Road, and soon to be TFL EV. Why do I say that? Because we're doing so many EVs, electric vehicles, plug-in hybrids, you name it. And this is no exception. It's the 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV GT. I think there's more letters involved, who knows. The thing is that this is an interesting vehicle because it goes between two different places. It is one of the few plug-in hybrids you can buy with all-wheel drive, and it is an actual plug-in hybrid that has half-decent range, over 20 miles on electric power only. And I'm going to be telling you not only about the vehicle, but about how it drives day to day, because I've had a few of these, and I can tell you one thing, it's not what you expect. One of the things about this powertrain is the fact that it is a technological tour de force. No, I'm not kidding. I mean, you would think that it would be something really basic like an Atkinson cycle engine that puts out 100 horsepower and maybe 120 pound-feet of torque. It doesn't. It actually puts out more than that. And then you would also think that it powers a small battery and then it goes to the front wheels maybe. No. There's a lot more than that going on. And let me explain exactly what I'm talking about. First of all, this is a 2-liter and puts out 117 horsepower and 137 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to a single-speed fixed reduction gearbox. Basically, think of it as a 1-speed as opposed to, say, a CVT. And that's actually a good thing. Power goes to the front and rear wheels via two separate 60 kilowatt-hour electric motors. The one in the front puts out 101 pound-feet of torque, and the one in the rear puts out 143 pound-feet of torque. So more torque going to the rear motor. That also means all-wheel drive. You know what else that means? That means pretty decent fuel mileage. Because with this vehicle, you're able to get up to 74 mpge. Gas motor alone, 25 miles per gallon. In terms of plugging it in, giving it a full charge, and running about, you can get about a 310-mile range with this setup. Now, according to Mitsubishi, its maximum range is 22 miles, EV only. Now, I'm not thrilled with the gear lever. It might be one of my least favorite components in here. In order to make it do something, you have to move it over, and up is for reverse and back is for drive. If you do it here, nothing's going to happen except for going into battery mode. So anyway, let's go into drive and take it for a ride. Oh, there we go. Right now I'm in EV only mode. You can hear a light whine coming from the motor, but that's it. For regular around town driving, this thing does just fine. Now I'm cruising through this small neighborhood going 25 miles per hour, no big deal. But if I put my foot down and really want things to happen, it's kind of gradual. It's not like a super whoosh. A lot of electric vehicles give you much more power. But bear in mind, that's not what this thing's about. Now I'm going to put it into its regular mode. Basically it's charge mode. The engine kicks on. So now it's taking some of the electric power and regenerating it. By the way, it does have regenerative braking like any other EV and or hybrid. So all in all, in terms of just regular driving experience, it does just fine. Let's talk about the 3 drive modes, because that's one of the major things that separates this vehicle from other plug-in hybrids. There's only one other one I can think of on the market right now. It's a lot more expensive than this, and that is the Volvo XC90. That is also a plug-in hybrid that will give you all-wheel drive. So the first thing I want to point out is down here, and it says twin motor 4-wheel drive lock. And what that does is it kind of gives you a 50-50 split of torque between the front and rear wheels, and it allows you to get out of sticky situations. Now let's talk about charge, save, and EV mode. Now these buttons are right here. One touch will put you into any of these modes. The charge mode immediately turns the engine on and it works like a generator. So right now it's generating power and adding juice back into the battery pack. That's the charge mode. The save mode, what it'll do is it'll allow this vehicle to get as much power into the battery pack as possible, but it still will use the gas engine. And of course there's EV mode, which is this big silver button here, and you're mostly in all EV mode. Now I say mostly because when you're on the highway and you're punching it, the gas engine will kick in and throw more charge into the battery. That's what it does. Now remember, this is an electric vehicle, so it's something that you need to plug in. And this starts into one of my issues with the vehicle, and the fact is that they don't have the electric plug-in in the front of the vehicle. But you don't just get your regular plug-in, you get the TFLnow, baby! What this basically means is you can do high-speed charging. According to Mitsubishi, if you're using 120 volt base charger, maximum full charge time can be up to 13 hours. The TFLnow, 25 minutes. Now, with that, once again, you get 22 miles worth of range. Let me show you one other issue I have, and it's on the other side. Now, the problem I have is the fact that gas, which is, you can put in regular or unleaded, but you only have an 11.3 gallon gas tank. If they were to put in a decent sized gas tank, say 15, 20 gallons, then this thing would have incredible range, but as it stands, it's around 310 miles combined. That's using everything. Full charge, full tank of gas. The interior. It is very comfortable, and they've recently done upgrades to make it a nicer place to stay. The seats, this diamond pattern is very nice. It's something that other automakers are doing on higher end vehicles, and I like the fact that Mitsubishi's doing it. The materials that they use inside are some of the best materials from this automaker. And it's a technologically advanced vehicle, so there is a lot of tech in here. Not all of it is exactly what I would call the best, but in terms of the overall layout for the driver, the regular cockpit, the regular stuff that he or she uses, it's not bad. They have a larger screen now, which is over 8 inches, and it is much easier to use. The stereo system, this is, bear in mind, the top of the line. This is the GT, and it has an outstanding stereo system. There are some things that I'm not thrilled about in terms of aesthetics. This kind of weird weave, kind of carbon fiber thing going on over here doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The rest of the interior isn't all that exciting to look at because it's really kind of just dark tones, but it's comfortable, it's quiet, and I think it kind of coddles you just enough, right? Did you ever want to put people in the third row of your plug-in hybrid? Sorry, you're out of luck. They don't have it available for this. It's the one thing I kind of wish they were able to keep, but obviously they have to put the batteries somewhere, and so you do not have the ability to put in a third row seat here. But you still have decent cargo space, and these seats do fold down flat. That's a bonus. You know what else is a bonus? Yep, 1500 watts. A while ago, I had the opportunity to take one of these out into the snow, and I plugged in a microwave, and it worked. Oh, baby. Oh, yes! Just feel the steam. Yep. Oh, I'm just gonna let it heat my face for a little while. So there you go. The negative is no third row seat. The positive is you want to pop a bag of popcorn? You can plug in a microwave back here. Now, according to Mitsubishi, you can get one of these starting at around $36,000. This model is $43,600, so you're creeping up to $44,000. That is a lot of money for a product from Mitsubishi. However, keep in mind you're getting a lot of tech for that money, and if you consider the alternative, spending thousands and thousands more to get a Volvo equivalent, then maybe it's not so bad. Now, bear in mind, I would say that a car like this isn't for everyone. However, having a vehicle that has all-wheel drive, good all-wheel drive for that matter, and that's a plug-in hybrid, that's a real plus. Thank you for joining me. I'm really curious about your comments on this vehicle. For the Fast Lane Car, this is Nathan. Try to get out of the storm, guys, because it's getting cold. See you later.